Alright, Danish. I've got half a pint of milk in here with the yeast. I warmed the milk up so it was just barely warm. Put the yeast in to activate it. I've got half a pint. So it's half a pint of milk, half a pint of egg. So you got a pint total liquid. And there's also, you can't see it, but there's about just less than quarter of a cup of vegetable oil. The oil is to lubricate the dough. It'll make it easier to roll. You could use melted butter if you've got more money than sense. 1.5 pounds of flour. You can use all purpose. I'm using bread flour. 3 ounces of sugar. And what was it? 1/4 ounce of salt. It looks like about a tablespoon. That's kosher salt. If you use regular table salt, it would be less by volume. It would look like less, but it would weigh the same. So 3 ounces of sugar, 1/4 ounce of salt, 1.5 pounds of flour. About I think I had 2 packets of yeast, whatever them packets were. Yeah, that's it. A little bit of cinnamon. No, not. There's vanilla and nutmeg in the dough. You don't want to put cinnamon in the dough because cinnamon will kill the yeast. Okay, it's a very soft dough. It doesn't take much to mix it. We're going to throw it on this tray as soon as it's done, and then we'll pound out the butter which I just took out. It's very hard. So that's the recipe. Well, it is a soft dough. Woohoo! No kidding. Very soft. So you don't need to mix it into like a bread dough. You see, it's quite raggedy looking. Just bring it together. Fine. Lovely. I'll give it a good scrape because it's hard to wash once it dries out. Try not to fold and knead it too much. It'll just make it more difficult to roll. It's only slightly sticky, but it's a very soft dough. Very soft. Alright, we just need that to relax a few minutes. One of these digital scales serves you well in these recipes. Get the measurements right. I wouldn't know what the measurements are in volume. Just no, don't work that way at all. So I've got half butter and I'm using half margarine because it's cheaper. Ooh. Yeah. Couple of tools that'll make this really go easy. These are real rolling pins. It's heavy. Weighs about 6 or 7 pounds. They're not very expensive. I think they're like $26. And one of these, a maple stick. This is not a rolling pin. Forget all those videos that say, oh, I use a French rolling pin. Well, those things are called stupid sticks. They're not rolling pins at all. They have no leverage. So we have to pound out this butter now. I don't know. This camera's going to fall down, I think. Because you have to really whack it. We just want to get it moving. We want it still cold, but able to be worked. Camera keeps moving. This Danish will be a whole lot simpler for you to learn if you make it with all margarine rather than putting butter in it. Butter is touchy to work with. Okay, look how much easier the margarine works out. You don't really need the tool for the margarine. That's it. We're all finished with that, so there's no use after this. Get rid of that. And the flour. Just form it into an oblong. And then get your fat on it. Get off. Yeah, we'll go half. So it doesn't matter which one is on top of which or any of that silliness. And then just fold it over, close up the edges and seal the fat in. More flour, top and bottom. Alright, and to get it, if we just started rolling it now, it would be all lumpy. So we do this and then we roll it that way. I can feel the lumps of fat, but it'll soon even out. There's the flour. So again, to a larger oblong, let me move this machine. Get out of there. Okay. Turn it. You always turn it. If you roll it one way, turn it when you've got to roll the next way. So you don't roll it in the same direction twice. That won't work. Again, another oblong. That's two. And we'll do another one. There you go. I'm not putting a lot of pressure on this. It's so easy to roll. You don't need to let the dough relax for 2 hours or overnight. That's all nonsense, really. As you've just seen, this is all it takes to relax it. 10-15 minutes. Yeah, there's 3 turns. So we started out with 3 layers, which was dough, butter, dough. And my first fold was 9 layers. The second 3 fold was 27 layers. And the third one gives us 81? Yeah, that's right. 3 times 27, 81. 81 is plenty enough layers for Danish. So I'll cover this with a bit of plastic. Here's a plastic bag. That'll be just fine, I think. Might be a bit on the small side. Yeah, we'll get it. Underneath, just to keep it from forming a skin. Keep it from drying out and getting crusty. So I'm just going to chill this, I don't know, an hour, 2 hours maybe. Then it's ready to roll. It's ready to make Danish with. I mean, how much simpler can that get? I don't know. People say it takes days and days. Well, maybe it does take them days and days. But there's an attitude in baking with the YouTube bakers who believe that because they can't do it, neither can anybody else. They don't even know what they don't know. They don't know what's possible. They've never worked in a commercial kitchen, but that's how it's done. Just on a larger scale, but the timing is the same. It just takes a few minutes to make the Danish dough. That's all. So we'll come back when I roll it out. Maybe 2 hours.